UAV though.
Confirmed.
It's going places.
Friendly UAV online. UAV ready for deployment. Friendly care package inbound.
Bagels.
Falcon 3-0. Friendly VTOL jet on station. Still confirmed.
That a Vito check?
VTOL jet ready for test. Kill confirmed.
I like that from area.
Why
Kilo
can't
on
I turn?
station.
I hate that
Standing by for targets.
I was mounted, but I couldn't turn my gun enough to shoot the guy.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, No Fame, letting you know that you can still rep his name even while you game. Man, we're back in here, man, and you know what? I felt so good about the last one, man. I decided to come back with 5 more tips to help you be a better hardcore player. Now, I know that the vast majorities are playing Warzone or they're playing Core, but this one is for those cats that really want to step their game up to the next level. So, we're going to go through this boy, man. I give you 5 more tips. If you like them, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, man. That way you can know when your boy comes back with more, man. So without further ado, we'll jump right into some clips and then we'll check out these tips. All right, for tip number 1, pistols. Listen, man. Hardcore is notorious for people running around with pistols, but it's a great strategy because you can aim down sight quicker than most any other weapon. They shoot long range if you need them to, at least long enough range. In a lot of cases, you're only shooting one shot at a time, or you get to put off multiple ones, but you don't have to worry about running out of ammo the way you would if you were using, let's say, an SMG. So pistols, pistols, pistols. It's also a great way if you're trying to get to Damascus for you to get all the camos needed for your pistols. Go into hardcore. I love using pistols as my secondary because I go to work with them boys, and you can too to help raise your KD. So that's tip number 1, pistols. This brings me to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is realize you've got the option to switch your weapon to a single shot. And I'm telling you, if you're like me, I've put on the M4 sometimes, put that 60 round magazine in there, and if you switch it to single shot, that's 60 rounds that you've got to fire at an enemy. And I'm telling you, depending upon the weapon, a lot of these weapons in hardcore, we discussed this last video, are like one-shot kills. So that way you don't have to get a sniper. You can make anything a sniper, put a good scope on there, switch it to single shot, and in hardcore, man, you're gonna dominate because you're not spraying all over the place, which you know if you play hardcore, you gotta be accurate. A great way to be accurate is to use that boy as a single shot. In the background you see some clips. I'm using the Dragunov, but because I'm using it just like I would use any other thing, because it's got a great single shot. And I think in this game I went 28-1. We made the enemy quit. Some more people jumped in and they were about ready to quit too. Single shot is another great tip for you to get your weapons for you to get your weapons camoed out and for you to get your KD high, which is what we're ultimately trying to do in hardcore. So, tip number 2, single shot. Tip number 3. Remember, there is no kill cam. You're like, how in the world is that a tip? This is how. Now, you know how you're playing core, man, and you find a nice little hiding spot. And then next thing you know, you've gotten 3-4 kills out of there. And one of the guys you kill come back and get you. And you know how he got you. The same way you would go back and get somebody because you had to watch that kill cam. You said, where's that dude at? There he is. Cool, I'm going to get him. Well, in hardcore, there's no kill cam. A lot of times you're like, dog, I wish I had it. But it work that thing to your advantage. That means when you get a good spot, and not one of the ones that everybody always hides in, but when you get a good spot, you don't have to worry about somebody coming in there. So find you a good spot if you need to. I know some people are like, oh, man, you're camping. Yeah. Find you a good spot, man, and go to work. You're trying to get a high KD. You get a high KD by staying in a good spot where enemies are. And I'm not saying you have to hang out there the whole time. As you can see in this clip, man, I hung out here a lot, man, because after a while, man, you just want to see. Maybe I can get the nuke or something. But find you a good spot, hang out there, man, and hold that boy down. Because there's no kill cam for them to find out where you are. They just have to see you. So that's tip number 3, no kill cam. Tip number 4. Now, I know that some of you guys may be resistant to this. You may say, man, it's being way too try hard, too sweaty. But let me tell you, this thing is your friend. Tip number 4, smokes and thermals. Listen, man, they got all these different things on here for a reason, especially in hardcore, because people really like to run around and try and be quick. You throw smoke out there, man, it scrambles everybody up. You'll see people start randomly shooting through there, and you'll be cool, calm, and collected because you got your thermal. Now, we talked about this in a few videos. There's a couple different thermals that you can use. You can see the one that I got up here is a Merc thermal, or, you know, they've got variations of that one. That's the one with the white background. Or you can use that NVG enhanced thermal. So that one, there's pluses and minuses to both of them. So if you use the white one, you know, you get dark spots for the people that's got on cold-blooded, and it doesn't really highlight people as much as the NVG enhanced one does. But if you use that one, some of the cons to that one, even though it highlights enemies well, is that if there's fire around, if something's hot, then you're going to get false readings, and you're not maybe going to know where the enemy are coming from. So neither one of them are perfect. Both of them have glint on them. But I'm telling you, smokes and thermals, especially if you plan on getting mounted kills, if you're playing shoot house, you on that wall. Cats love to be on that wall and sniping, but people do not use thermals like they could. So I'm telling you, tip number 4 is to use smoke and thermal. You'll thank me about that, boy, man. All right. Now, tip number 5, and I can't stress this enough. You've probably heard this for core, but I'm telling you, in hardcore, it's even more important. Tip number 5, play with friends. You got to link up with people, because that way you know where people are, how you know how to communicate, where people are coming from. I've noticed that in games where I'm playing with my friends, I'm going off a lot more often than when I'm just playing by myself. Because normally, man, when you playing by yourself, they're going to put you in with some randoms, and everybody knows it. Man, randoms, they're not all idiots. You get some good people, man, but a lot of times it just takes one person to mess it all up. Maybe that person isn't covering your back. You need friends in there, because you'll be more relaxed. You'll be more assured about where you're going. I'm telling you, man, I can't stress this enough. When you are playing hardcore, it's best for you to play with friends. So that is tip number 5. Alright, man. Now, y'all know I couldn't let y'all out of here, man, without some bonus action in here, man. I said 5 tips, man. Last time I gave you 6. This one, I'm going to give you another one, man. This one is actually a fun tip. I'm telling you, man. Enjoy the use of those rockets. Just about every rocket you could get off quick, man, you will splash a lot of enemies in that boy. And this kind of leads into my next video, because, man, I told you guys before I may not go through with the Damascus run thing, but, man, I caught a little run, man, and I decided to get it in. So if you see me playing with this shield in the background, that's why, man, because I had to get it going. But with that shield, man, I went double duty, and I went ahead and loaded up, in this case, an RPG, man. So you could be... Right now, they got the shipment 24/7 deal, man. It's like a 10v10 this time. It's kind of nuts. But you can get in that boy, man, core or hardcore, and let them rockets fly, man. You will blow up a lot of enemies. So even though you may die on this boy, you're going to go that 2-for-1 special. So you see me in the background, man, just getting some RPG kills, man. I've already golded out the Strata. You could run that. Not the Strata, the Peeler. And then I'm working on the Strata. I'm almost golden out that boy. And then you just go through it and you just wreck cats, man, with them RPGs. So tip number 6, go ahead and load up. At least have that boy secondary if you don't want to run with the pistols. Those launchers, man. RPG is money. I'm telling you, man. Enemies get mad about it. It's almost like a troll weapon. But hey, do what you do. At any rate, man, those are my tips, 5 plus a bonus one, and then a segue, because hopefully by the next time I come at you guys, I'll be coming at you celebrating this Damascus, man. I am almost done with that boy. I've got 3 launches to finish up, man. I'm pretty close. They made it a little tedious, but hey, you know, you got to do what you do, man, to master out all these classes, man. After we do that Damascus, we'll probably look at the Obsidian classes, at least for a few of them weapons, man, that you like to run. But I'm telling you, man, that's it, man. So, if you're still here, if you're checking this boy out, man, go ahead, smash that thumbs up button, man. Hit that subscribe if you're not subscribed already, man. If you are, I thank you, man. I thank you. I do. I make these videos, man, so we can have fun together, man. And while we having fun, man, we repping his name together. So go ahead and join the street team. It's your boy, No Fame. I'll be coming back at you soon, man. All right. Peace. No Fame.